Welcome to my channel. I'm Kaydance. This is probably, well, not probably, this is my first YouTube video. I will be going through my TBR and I am going to be rearranging my whole bookshelf. It's not a huge bookshelf, but, well, and I have a lot of books that kind of don't fit, but it's okay. We have all of my books, and then we have said bookshelf with my coffee on it. And it'll be fun. So, nice to meet everyone. I have been putting this off for a very long time, but I'm super excited. Now we are going to move into my TBR for January and February, just because I have a lot that I want to talk about, or not talk about, read in January that I don't think I'll be able to get to by the end of January, just because I'm a college student. I don't have a ton of time. So, first we will start off with, basically I'm going to finish Iron Flame this month. Obviously, it's not much left. It's just this. Then I'm going to move into Onyx Storm by Yarros. It's just the third book. I've heard she's coming out with a fourth. I need to look more into it, I think. I'm really excited. I liked it so far, honestly. I really like the series. I think it's pretty fun. It's really good world building. It's very different. I have been getting to a lot of more adult fantasy rather than YA fantasy, because I really do like both, but I'm just trying to broaden like my vocabulary and world building ability through books. But there's that. And then I think I kind of want to switch gears. I don't know if I'll do. So I have Daughter of Fair Verona by Christina Dodd. It's kind of like, basically, instead of, if it's the story of Romeo and Juliet, but it's as if they basically had their whole happily ever after, and then had, in this book, they have 7 kids, and one of the kids is basically doing her view on her whole life and her parents and stuff like that, it seems pretty fun. And I think there's, in the summary it says, at our betrothal ball, where quite by accident I met a beautiful young man who makes me wonder if perhaps there's something to love at first sight. I stumble upon Duke Stefano with a dagger in his chest, but who killed him? Half of Verona had motive, and when everyone around the Duke begins dying, disappearing, or descending into madness, I know I must uncover the killer before death lies on me like an untimely frost. This seems really interesting, honestly, so I think I'm going to switch gears and just move on to this after the Rebecca Yarros series, and then I'm going to probably go in. I've been really wanting to get into Emily Henry. I found this at Goodwill when I was thrifting, I think yesterday, to be honest, and it seemed really cute, and I kind of want to get into something different, more lighthearted, and then basically switch gears again and move on to For the Wolf or Assassin's Blade. I've heard this one goes first. I've heard there's different ways that you can read Throne of Glass series. I need to look more into it though. If anyone knows how to read it, I don't know if there's a specific way to read it, but if there's a way that you guys have read it, let me know, because I'm a little bit lost. It's a lot to digest. And then if I do choose Assassin's Blade, then I'll probably move into Throne of Glass. That's what I've seen. It's the second book, I think. And if I don't choose that, then I'll probably just go in with For the Wolf. It is like a alternate universe Little Red Riding Hood story, so it's kind of like she's supposed to be sacrificed to the wolf in return for all of the captured gods of their world. I guess she's got like a specific power in this book that she's hurt people with. I'm kind of just trying to summarize the summary. Yeah, it's basically like she's just trying to kind of save their gods and their world and save her family, because I guess she's hurt them with her power before. I'm actually really intrigued by this. There was another type of series like this. It was like a alternate universe, like Alice in Wonderland book that I had read like years ago that I want to find again. I forgot who wrote it, but if I find it, I'll probably talk about it again at some point. And then last on my list, I'm pretty sure for January/February, is The Perfect Marriage. I had seen a lot about this on TikTok. It seems super interesting. I haven't read a lot of thrillers. The only other thriller I've read, I don't know if I can find it, was Verity by Colleen Hoover, but I can't find it. It's somewhere in my piles. I've heard a lot of people There's a lot of drama around Colleen Hoover. The only book that I've read from her was Verity. I really liked it. It made me really uncomfortable sometimes because I was reading and I was like, oh, it was very interesting. But it was really like, it was a thriller. It literally had my jaw dropped every night that I was reading it. When I was living on campus with my roommate last, like 2 years ago, I think, I every night was like, oh my gosh, guess what happened? Because she's not much of a reader. But it is very interesting. No, I think that this will be a really good book. I saw that she also has a second book. I think it was, I don't know if it's The Perfect Divorce or if it's something about a divorce. I think that's the second book. If you can't tell, I am very unprepared. Sorry. But that is my January/February TBR. I will probably just like list it below or list it on the screen at some point. And I guess we will move into my bookshelf. Not everything is gonna fit on my bookshelf exactly how I want it to. There's some times where I have to stack and then stack behind it another stack just because I don't have space. I'm excited at some point I'm going to upgrade my bookshelves. Like I have my bookshelf, my husband has his own bookshelf, which is a mess right now, but I eventually want to invest in the IKEA bookcases. I've seen them everywhere. I feel like everyone has them, but I might get the like tan brown ones, not the dark ones or the white ones, but like the tannish ones. I feel like they're very pretty and very bright still, but not being white. But yeah, we'll move into the organization. I think we're gonna start from the bottom up because I have a lot of, my coffee. I have a lot of records that I put on my bookshelf, which is probably why I don't have a ton of space because I have a lot. There's a record store in the town that I live in, which is, I'm in Oregon, Corvallis, Oregon. And there's a record shop. It's called Happy Trails. It is really cool. The guy there, he gave us like a whole box of, it's like this wide of records. It was maybe 35 records for $5. And I was like, and most of them are pretty good. Like there's like the Beach Boys and we have Tommy the Who and all sorts of stuff, honestly. And there's a lot of like people in here that I don't know that I haven't seen yet, but they are really, really pretty record like cases, which I think is fun. Like this one's really pretty. She's got like her earrings and stuff. But I think first we're gonna put all my records and organize them by kind of genre, category-ish. And then this part is kind of a weird part. It goes like that. We got these bookshelves a long time ago. So I also need to tighten that. That's weird. I'll have to tighten that too. But here I tend to put all of my journals and my coloring books and like I have poetry books and self-help books that I might put there too. This part I put my Bibles, my camera, stuff like that. I might keep it like that just because they fit really well right there. And then we might we'll just start at the bottom half first and then we'll move it up to the top. My Fearless. She's a huge album. It's 3 records. So I think we're gonna move on to my journals. Actually, my journals, this journal I've had for I think a month now. I keep meaning to do, I think I'm gonna do a reading journal. With this, I have printed out covers of books that I'm probably gonna do, and so I'm probably gonna set that up in another video, to be honest. I really want to put like, it's like a little scrapbook for my reading, which I think is fun and artsy, and I'll be able to I'll be able to put my thoughts into writing rather than speaking them, which I think is fun. I know I've said fun a billion times, sorry. But yeah, this is, I'm probably gonna leave this out so don't forget. But I have a ton of coloring books. I have a lot of the Coco Wyo coloring books. I know they've been going around a lot very recently. This as my other stuff is falling over. I got this coloring book for Harry Potter a while ago, but I thought it was the coolest coloring book ever. It's so, like, the pages go all the way out and it glows in the dark. It's kind of like a pop-out book, but some of the pages don't pop out, but it's got like I started coloring that one because I really love Luna, but this one is basically like the dining room, and it completely opens up and glows in the dark, which I think is so cool because they put the candles as the glow in the dark. You can kind of see, where's it at? Where's the light? There it is. You can see the little reflection from it. I need to start coloring more on this. I have had this forever. Is Narnia. It's the whole series, and I was gonna put it on this shelf, but I think I have space down here. So, and it literally fits like a glove. It's perfect. But yeah, I'm gonna move on to the shelf. And it's probably like 2 seconds later. Sorry. This shelf I think is gonna be more YA. I have all my Harry Potter series. I have another series that I used to be obsessed with as a teenager, and then yeah, basically all my like random YA fantasy romancy things, romantasy, and then I have I'm gonna do more of my adult fantasy, and then my special editions, and a lot of like my like favorite fantasies or my like TBR type stuff, which some of them is gonna be down here too. Just depends on where they fit and where they look good. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. I forgot that I also have been wanting to read, there's so many on here that I want to read, but I've also been really wanting to read Powerless. I feel like it's super interesting. I've been really wanting to read this. This will probably be on the top. I know it's super cluttered and I feel like it looks horrible, but I'm excited. For some point I'm going to be able to get the bigger ones. I'm excited for that. These aren't going to be quite done yet, just because I have like little Harry Potter from a board game that I like thrifted, but it didn't have all the pieces, but it had the really cute little like figurines and stuff. And then I have I don't know if it's like a mini Funko Pop, like mini tiny thing. I don't know where I got it, but it's the Fluffy, I think, is his dog that he has, and so, or Hagrid, his dog, and I have a little figurine for that. I have all my Legos that go up to the very top. And yeah, I think I also have a piece of pottery that I made in high school that holds all of my annotation tabs that I love, and it looks really pretty, like kind of with the yellow. It's yellow. It goes like right there. So I might pair it with my Harry Potter, or I might even put it down there, or like in front of my other ones, because I don't really care if you can't even see it. I don't really care if you see all those, so it's okay. But I also have The Short Life of Bree Tanner, which I need to put in with my, I'm just going to put it in between Powerless and Midnight Sun, just because it kind of fits perfect right there, and doesn't mess up the aesthetic of the other ones. But I think that's it. Yeah. Let me add all of my Legos and all my other stuff, and then we'll come back. Are all of my little books, and most of them are from here, like my bookshelf, and then I have others that I really want to read too that I want to put on there. Like I have Heartless and like Flawless and Reckless, and and the House of Flame and Shadows. I don't think that's the first book, but or Crescent. Yeah, it's Crescent City's the first book, I'm pretty sure. I also want to read Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I feel like that one's a really good one. I've seen a lot about that one, and The Midnight Library. But I think that'll be all. It is done. I'm actually really excited how it turned out. I know looks really crowded, but it shouldn't be like that forever. I'm probably going to do another one of these videos in the future, and I will finally have bigger bookshelves that will probably honestly span, because right now we only have a one bedroom, so we don't have extra space for that. But I'm super excited to get those and like be able to completely customize and do pretty shelves. But for now, this is kind of what my thing looks like. I will do a pan over it in case anyone gets any, ideas. But, oh, and I had all of my little figurines that I was talking about earlier. Do not look at my fingernails. They look horrible because I haven't gotten my acrylics taken off. But the little train, the hippogriff, and Fluffy, and his broomstick, which I think this is from Monopoly or something like that, that didn't have all the pieces, and so we just kept the pieces for the players and then got rid of the rest. But I think that'll be all. Thank you for watching my video. I was really putting this off, but I'm really excited that I did it. I think I am going to stick to it, and I'm going to do a video on my journal making for my basically little reading journal. So if anyone wants to watch that, it will be up within the next couple days. It was amazing meeting everyone, and I am really excited for my future and everything that we'll be able to talk about. and I'll be able to make friends over books because I don't have a lot of people that I get to talk to about books. So if anyone feels the need to follow along, please, please, please follow and like, and I will see you guys soon. Bye bye. The entire time I've been filming this video, she has been laying in this exact position. She's actually just on her back, but if you ever hear anything in the future, it is her or her over there sleeping. But they're my babies. I love them. So if you ever hear anything like that in the future, it's probably the dogs. Anyway, bye!